Another self-destructive aspect of the human species that you point out, besides genocide and destruction of the environment, is self-destruction, personal self-destruction through the use of alcohol, drugs, and other substances.
Yeah. Why is it that people do things that, to themselves, that they have to know are destructive? Anybody who watches television or reads a newspaper should know by now that cigarette smoking is likely to give you lung cancer and other bad conditions, and that drinking too much alcohol may shorten your life, as well as make you a less effective lover, which is something that men care a great deal about, and that taking drugs may make you a drug addict. Why do people nevertheless do these things? It's a puzzle. Part of the explanation is that if you do something that damages your body and you're nevertheless alive, then you're a walking advertisement to say, I have a strong body. I can drink all this beer and I'm still able to walk around. Whereas that foolish, weak person over there drinks one can of beer and he falls down under the table. So in short, smoking cigarettes and drinking and taking drugs is a way of advertising that you're strong, but it's a really stupid way to advertise that you're strong.
Even though humans have all these destructive aspects and drives, we still, and all this history of societies that are limited in this or the other aspect, we still can change. Why can we change? What explains that we can change?
Why can we change? Because we are rational people and we learn, including we learn from mistakes. It's not to say that we always learn from mistakes, but sometimes we learn from mistakes, and we may be particularly good at learning from other people's mistakes because that doesn't require us to admit that we're wrong. So for example, in the 1930s, Britain and France made completely horrible mistakes when confronted with Hitler. They did not stop Hitler at a time when Hitler could be stopped. We have the opportunity of not repeating such stupid mistakes today. Or in Brazil today, there are Brazilians who are in favor of chopping down the rainforest. But those Brazilians can see what happened when the Maya chopped down their rainforest. The Maya used to be the most advanced civilization in the New World. And over the course of a century or so, the Maya cities fell one after another. Well, is Rio and Sao Paulo and your other major cities, are they going to fall one after another? You have the opportunity of learning. The experiment has already been done. You don't have to try and see if Rio is going to collapse. It will collapse if you do the same stupid things that the Maya did.
What other ideas you have about Brazil? You probably thought about it because you knew Brazilians were coming to interview.
Among the things that interest me in Brazil, as you look around the world, tropical countries are on the average poorer than temperate zone countries. And within a country that spans a big latitude, the tropical parts tend to be poorer than the temperate part. In the United States, the southeastern United States used to be poorer when I was growing up than the northeastern United States. I'm told that in Brazil, tropical Brazil, northern Brazil, your big cities, Rio and Sao Paulo, are in the south, are in the temperate zone south. And if you look at Latin America as a whole, the richest countries in Latin America are Argentina, Uruguay, and Chile. It's not that Argentinians are smarter than Brazilians, it's that Argentinians have the good luck to be on fertile real estate, more fertile real estate than Brazil, and that southern Brazilians have the advantage of being on more fertile real estate than northern Brazilians. Those are some of the things that interest me in Brazil.
As you know, we have, just like in New Guinea, a number of societies, Stone Age societies in the Amazon. But many people in Brazil think that they are occupying too much land, that we don't need them because we need development, put cattle and soybean in those lands and just get rid of them. What do you think of that?
Some things that I can answer to those objections are that we are learning now that a square kilometer of forest is far more valuable to Brazil and to the whole world than is a square kilometer of pasture land, of cattle ranch, especially in Brazil where pasture for cattle gets exhausted so quickly. Forest is a key step in the hydrological cycle of water. If in Brazil you chop down your forest, you're reducing your water circulation, you end up with less rainfall. So one reason to keep indigenous people in the forest and maintain the forest is it's good for world climate and it's good for Brazil. Another reason is that those indigenous people are lots of different societies, and we have the opportunity to learn from those societies. Those are a couple of good reasons to start out with.
Very good reasons. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
Thank you. Se você quer ver mais sobre essa entrevista, trechos que não foram ao ar, saber dos bastidores, visite o blog do Milênio. Converse com a gente lá.